Hello, hello. I forgot my intro. It's Dim, Mindset Arc Podcast. Another vlog. Don't have anything useful. Honestly, I have a lot of useful ideas that I wanted to talk about. But I don't have the state. And today I especially wanted to express and vent a little bit of how I overwhelmed myself in these last weeks with this project and with life in general. And that's something to keep in mind. I still trying to turn it out into something useful, aren't I? Well, yeah. So, about this project. I have a lot of doubts. I have a lot of urges to just stop and don't do it anymore, like stop at 100 or just quit entirely and don't continue this. Why? Because I don't think I can provide enough quality here. Because some of the things that I want to talk about, I just cannot bring myself to talk about them. And that can be really frustrating. It's like my initial purpose of this project, the me getting experience, and that's basically it. Recording video, getting experience talking, recording myself, being on camera and all that. It's like I forgot all of that. It's like I'm focusing on giving value, on improving what I create here. Even if I cannot do it substantially, I need to at least do a good job. And that's why every time I sit up to record something, it is so hard to do that. I usually don't do that in the mornings, where I actually have the best possible state of mind to talk about these things. I wait for it, and I wait until the evening and until the last moment where I actually can. Because once again, I have only I have only 15 minutes to record this because I will need to go somewhere. And yeah. So that's just something to keep in mind, that these just random videos where I talk about random stuff, basically vlogs, are okay. I told myself countless times that they're okay, and I still cannot bring myself to record them before the fact I actually start recording them. Now I feel better. But yeah, about the overwhelming amount of things. I get the sentiment from. There are two possible approaches to things, right? Everything in moderation and nothing in moderation, and both of them has their pros and cons. I some from time to time fully go all in with something and I don't care about anything else. And some of these moments were a couple of weeks ago, were maybe a week ago, with my dating frustration, when I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna just handle everything I can. I'm gonna talk to girls on the street. I'm gonna go on all social meetups. I'm gonna just spend a fortune on Tinder and try to come up with some dates. I'm trying to go on dates, not getting results, but still. Uh, anyway, that is the thing that happened a couple of weeks ago. But then another things come up as well that I want to do. For example, I finished my bulk when I was gaining weight, and now I'm losing weight, um, controllably, but still. And to add on top of that, on all of the mental frustrations that I had lately, on just inability to focus and concentrate on the things that I already have. I decided to try with keto diet first time, and that's actually what I wanted to do for a long time. But adding it on top of everything else, well, now I am already doing it and it's better, but it was definitely an overkill for a couple of days. It was just so overwhelming. On top of recording these videos, keeping up with this project, I have also work that I have to do, and social meetups and all that. It's just the overwhelming amount of things, really new things actually. A lot that is in my life now is new and I'm learning again. Social stuff, going on places that I never visited before, going in bars and talking to people, like approaching girls and talking to them. Like, I have no idea how to do that, but I still try. And such a huge amount of new things can be really overwhelming. And it feels like I lately I cannot focus on anything. Like I said already, I cannot even focus on this video now. It's hard to read something, it's hard to have some useful information. There is a huge pool of indulging into any distractions possible. Like games, even like scrolling social networks, which I never did in my entire life, and now I had the urge to do that. But it's good to remember that it is because there is so much happening in life that I just cannot. Weekends for me are harder than weekdays, even though they are free from work and all that, but that's where I know I need to go 100% on social stuff, and that is much harder for me. So yeah, fun times. So I guess I just wanted to vent it all a little bit today. Last couple of my videos were pretty negative, I would say. I don't have a little list open, but still. Because I was literally feeling like I cannot do anything, I cannot give anything. And it is, sometimes we all have days like that. What I would congratulate myself on is accepting and coming to terms that these days can happen sometimes. And even if I won't be productive at all at these days, and I will feel shitty, and I won't even be able to enjoy and relax, and half of the day will be in me like running in my mind from one place to another, and physically sometimes as well, just trying to distract myself with something, not being to be on one with my mind. For now it is like that. It is still feels manageable. It feels okay to experience that. Because remember, when you work on this stuff, on this self-improvement journey, there is so many things that you have to handle for the first time at some point, or improve. And just think about how much of the stuff your mind focuses on. You may have a lot of physical energy, it may not be depleted, but you may exhaust mental energy, and it can be harder to track, harder to focus on, because when you exhaust physical energy, it's really easy. You just feel tired. You want to sleep or something like that. When you exhaust mental energy, you just cannot concentrate on anything. It's not like you want to go to sleep. You don't feel usually, at least for me, it's usually not like that. But sometimes it can happen. What usually it is, it shows itself in more frustration, more unhappiness, harder emotional struggles, and this inability to focus. And it's good to keep in mind that everything that you do in life takes some part of this energy, especially if you're focusing on improving and not just venting. For a lot of people who are not in self-improvement circles, or maybe who are more advanced than me, I'm talking about people who can go with their friends to some place and just unwind and relax and basically vent a lot of these emotions and recover emotionally, recover mentally. And I would say that is for now impossible for me, because every time when I try to do that, it's always with the focus. With the focus to be more social, to handle, to be better with people. I always try to be aware of what I am saying, where I can be better. And that is not recharging, that is actually draining experience. It is useful, but it shows up later in these moments where I cannot stand up from my couch for half of the day. And I just want to say that it's good to keep in mind, and that it's okay if you have something like that also. Okay, I'm gonna go. I have to go. I wish you to... What would I wish you today? With this context in mind, I wish you to be okay with everything that happens, no matter how hard it can seem in the moment. I wish you to keep the sights on your goal in the future and keep going towards it, no matter what, even if it's just a little bit. And also, I want you to keep your mind, keep tracking of some opportunities to recharge, going, doing better sleep, going on walks, just having time with yourself, because even if it's really hard to do, even small changes there can affect your life greatly. So that's what I wish you to do. Stay awesome and see you next time.